Good morning, Clockhouse. How are you? Can you believe it's Friday again? Thankfully, not much longer. Thankfully, not much longer having to do assembly like this. Soon we'll be back live in school, and I cannot wait. I hope you've been working hard. I've seen some fantastic learning this week, and I'm so proud of all of you, all the adults and all the children, of course. So it's time to celebrate. So let's get started. What are we celebrating? What have you learned? What do you now know that you didn't know at the beginning of the week? What do your parents now know that they didn't know at the beginning of the week? Have a think and see if you can let me know or let them know. Okay, now, last term, our value that we were thinking about was all about learning. I wonder if you can identify the missing value that we're going to be thinking about this week. And if you saw the Romford Recorder yesterday, you would have seen that this was one of our values. This is the value we were talking about in the Romford Recorder. So have you guessed it? That's right, it's community. And never before has the community been so far apart, but yet so far together, and we're working with you. And we can't wait to welcome our Clockhouse family, our Clockhouse community back to school not long. Okay, but let's get on to the main business. So let's have a look about who our heroes are this week. So in Mrs. Olivier and the nursery team have chosen Issa for making excellent progress with learning at home, while learning at home, and Maya for trying really hard during Zoom lessons. Well done to you both. Moving on to reception and Wales, and Mrs. Bradshaw has chosen Arlo for trying his best to complete his work, and Nadine for always being enthusiastic on our Zoom sessions. Well done to you both. Mrs. Johns has chosen for Scotland Yusuf for trying very hard at home with his learning this week and always trying hard on our Zoom lessons. And Artin for attending every Zoom lesson and trying his best. Great achievement, well done. And then Miss Fisher has chosen Sophia from Northern Ireland for always trying hard during Zoom sessions and when completing her home learning. And Malachi for joining in lots of Zoom sessions and doing some super sentence writing. Brilliant job, nursery and reception. Let's give you a polite Clockhouse clap. Well done. Moving on to year one and France. And Mrs. Nelda Marsh has chosen Lucia for working hard on all her home learning, and Isla for being confident to answer questions on Zoom lessons and completing her home learning to a great standard. Well done to you both. Moving on to Italy, and Miss Jones has chosen Imani and Olivia, both for handing in excellent home learning across all the subjects. Well done, girls. Well, excellent job. And then moving on to Spain, Mrs. Curry has chosen Oliver for his continued hard work and enthusiasm during Zoom lessons. She says she's enjoyed listening to all the extra creative activities he's been doing. Well done, Oliver. And Sophie for working really hard and listening well on Zoom. Good girl. Well done. Good job. Moving on to year two, and Mrs. Bogle and Mrs. Everin have chosen Toby and Amelia from USA, both for fantastic participation during all the Zoom lessons. Well done to you both. Moving on to Canada, and Miss Burrows has chosen David for completing an extra challenge and building a fantastic one of a habitat. Wow, David, sounds great. And William for working really hard and continuing to show the 3 R's when on Zoom. So important. Well done. Moving on to USA and Mexico. Sorry, moving to Miss Martin and Mexico. We have Anastasia for being a superstar and trying extremely hard in all her learning. And Isla for working extremely hard during Zoom sessions and even sitting in on year 4 Zooms with her sister. Wow, Isla, I'm sure Miss Casey's been impressed with that. Well done. Let's give year 1 and year 2 a polite Clockhouse clap. Moving on to year 3, let's see what they've been up to. So we have Peru. Miss Burrell has chosen Andrew for working really hard to improve his number formation, and Arusha for showing resilience and perseverance when she's found tasks challenging. She's worked hard and improved her understanding. Well done. That's all we can ask. Keep going. Moving on to Argentina, and Miss Mana has chosen Amaya for staying positive and trying her hardest with her home learning. And Mihadal, who has just joined Clockhouse. What a time to join Clockhouse during this time, but straight away He's settled into his online class and has become part of our family and having the confidence to answer questions, take part in Zoom lessons. Well done. And for Brazil, Mrs. Fletcher and Mrs. Hoyle have chosen Oliver for trying hard and not giving up. And Rosie for always trying her hardest and going the extra mile when completing her work. Well done, Year 3. Moving on to Year 4, and Miss Jones has chosen Freddie and Archie from Uganda for working hard every day and always showing their hard work and completing their work on time and with care. Well done. Moving on to South Africa, Miss Kaysen and Miss Page have chosen Anne-Marie for always putting 100% into her work and trying her best. And Damien for being super engaged in every Zoom lesson and sharing his wisdom with others. Well done, Damien. Moving on to Kenya, and Miss Delaney has chosen Abigail for sharing her ideas with confidence. That can be hard on Zoom, so well done. And Billy for showing enthusiasm throughout our online learning. So let's give Year 3 and Year 4 a polite clockhouse clap. Well done, everybody. Moving on to Year 5, and let's see who Miss Bowdry has chosen for China. So she has chosen Hiba for stepping out of her comfort zone and answering questions on Zoom. And Kieran for always being resilient and trying his best. Absolutely, that secret forethought. Well done, Kieran. Moving on to Japan, and Mr. Donald has chosen Liam for amazing engagement during Zoom, always saying good morning to the whole class to start the day off. What a good clockhouse citizen. Well done, Liam. And Sebastian for amazing engagement in Zoom, always asking questions to further his learning. And when asked to explain the concept, he does so clearly and with confidence. Brilliant job. And then India, Miss Spencer has chosen Henry. He's been working super hard on Zoom, especially with maths. Well done. And Merizal, also a new recruit who's joined during this difficult time, is a lovely addition to our class. He's really confident, showing his ideas on Zoom, and it's been great to see. Well done to you. Moving on to Year 6, and we have Australia, and Miss Taylor has chosen Emma for her contributions during Zoom this week. Super proud of you, Emma. Well done. And Harry for his incredible efforts across all subjects and always trying his best. Moving on to New Zealand, and we have Victoria, chosen by Miss Kearns and Mr. Hurdle for a wonderful racing car design in English. And Ronnie for fantastic engagement in all Zoom sessions. Well done to you. Moving on to Fiji, and we have Alvin. Miss Wilson says for his incredible wacky races car design, he showed great creativity. And Brooke for always volunteering to answer questions on Zoom and to encourage others. Well done, Year 6. Moving on to Greenland, their home learning hero this week, chosen by Mrs. Redgrave and the team, is Chloe for trying so hard with all her learning. So let's give Year 5, Year 6 and Greenland a polite clockhouse clap. And finally, we have our Hawaii heroes, and we have Rose in our year nursery and reception bubble. I'll just show you the next one as well. Rose for trying really hard with her learning in school. And then in our Year 1-2 year group, we can have Belle for trying really hard to work more independently and do some fantastic work on creating a witch's potion. In our Year 3-4 bubble, we have Layla for always being on task and finishing work to a good standard. And Year 5-6 bubble, we have Jaya for planning a fantastic application lesson in English and really pushing herself in maths when learning about time. And finally, in Greenland, our Hawaii hero is Grace for settling into school so well. Well done to all of you. Polite clockhouse clap for you. Well done, team. But remember, we have all shapes and sizes of heroes at Clockhouse. You're all heroes. I think you're all wonderful, whether you're a staff member, whether you're a parent, whether you're a grandparent, aunt, an uncle, a child, a pet who's helping. You're just doing everything you can to get through this time. Well done. But we still have to keep going. We still have to live up to our Clockhouse values and come to Hot Chocolate this afternoon. I've got a good story to share with you. Our values are there to support us and to remember what we're doing together as a community we are. Even though we haven't got long, you've still got your learning to do. We still expect you on Zoom. We still expect you on Google Classroom, being those ready, respectful, responsible and resilient citizens that I know you are, and just being generally wonderful. Not long now. I can't wait to see you. Have a good week and have a good week. one more week to go. See you soon. Bye.